Josh. This is my channel, Newtons Per Second. Welcome. And today I want to talk about this rocket right here, the Mini Skydigger. This is a scaled down version of the 6-inch diameter I built back in 2001. And a couple things I want to go over today, being this was the most epic fail flight I ever had. Probably on the borderline of being most embarrassing. So basically, I sent this rocket up. Now this is a 24 millimeter. It's getting light a little bit. So you can see it's almost like a minimal diameter type of rocket. This is on a B55 or BT55-2. And when I sent this up at the Cato Rocket Club, I'm standing right next to the president of the club at the LSO table. This rocket goes up, and about a second into the flight, spins around just like this and comes right back down at the LSO table, lands right in front of it, and you can see probably like some of the dirt on the nose cone. Sticks into the ground right in front of the table and ejects the body up onto the table, and then with the elastic band it ends up ripping the rocket back down onto the ground. And to me, I mean, we all laughed about it, but it was probably, that was epic failure right there. So the two things I want to talk about is like what happened with this rocket. So I'm going to show the video of that. The other part of this is stability. How did I fix this? How do you check this stuff? There's a lot of videos out there, and I wanted to see how well that worked. And you got RockSim. And when I scaled this down, I think what happened is that you scale from a 6-inch down to like almost a 1 1¼ inch diameter body tube. Something didn't scale down right with the fins. This is the way it looks now, and I'll switch to a video. Right here is what it looks like when I had built it. You can see how much bigger the fins are. So I'll cut right to the video of that epic failure flight at the Cato Rocket Club, and that was the first flight with a D12 or Estes D12 motor. And yeah, here's the video.
All right, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, sorry. Well, so there's that embarrassing moment. I get home and I run the rocket back through RockSim trying to figure out what went wrong. And here's the rocket the way it looks. And I'll just kind of go back and show what it looked like before originally. You can see how much I've trimmed off the fins, and that showed a more stable rocket. 24 millimeters still. I think I'm set, and I do another test, and I'm gonna go for it. I do a test in my house on an E20, Aerotech E20 White Lightning motor. So I get the Mini Skydigger loaded up with the big E motor, the Aerotech E20 White Lightning motor, and here's the video of that. Two, one. So there's a second flight, still unstable with the Aerotech E20 White Lightning motor. Now, my whole idea was getting the biggest motor I can flying into a BT55 tube and having all sorts of problems with stability. Fins are cut down, and as you saw in the video, this thing corkscrewed in the air, one camera angle. It looked great for like a half second. It did fly kind of straight, and then it just started doing the spinning in the air. Got the rocket back in the front yard, no damage to it. Now what do? I got 2 flights, really not happy what's going on. How do I fix this? So I searched the internet a little bit about how to make a rocket stable. I look on YouTube videos, and I run into something that I can probably understand is the swing test. So the swing test is you find where the rocket balances, you load it with the motor, everything, parachute, and right where the rocket balances, you tie a string to it, attach it, somehow tape it, whatever, and then you swing it around your head. And the rocket should, the direction you're swinging, the rocket should be pointing in that direction. Now, if the rocket starts doing this, going backwards, doing anything but going in the direction you're swinging, it's unstable. So I do a series of swing tests, adding weight to the nose cone, as you can hear, BB's in there, and add a little bit of weight, swing, add a little weight and swing. So I'm gonna cut to that video segment that I took doing the tests. Okay, adding even more weight to the nose cone. Center of gravity is now from here. So we've gone from center of gravity here to here to here. So what this is telling me is my center pressure is actually, with all these fins, is actually pushed up quite a bit. We really haven't got enough distance from center of gravity to center pressure with an E-motor. Such a large motor and small rocket. So let's give this a test. Okay, I'm happy with the swing test. Now I'm at a point where I feel confident in flying this rocket. 3, 2, 1. Now that I'm confident in the rocket's stability, I load in an Estes E12 24mm motor, and here's the flight of that. All right, Estes E12 motor going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there it is, a stable flight of this mini Skydigger. Got it back, next to no damage. I couldn't be happier. I got my almost minimal diameter launch on a BT-55 tube. with a pretty decent sized motor for it. And something that I've learned is, yes, run through RockSim, but the swing test is super valuable, and I learned a lot, especially with something that is kind of like a complex design, and you're really not sure. That swing test is amazing. That's gonna wrap up the video, me showing my most epic failure at flight and what I did to fix it with the stability issues. I appreciate you guys all watching these videos, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.